let's get started with some sight words. Few, F-E-W. There are only a few trees here. Night, N-I-G-H-T. The buds open in the day and close at night. Loudly, L-O-U-D-L-Y. The birds sing loudly in the tree. Window, W-I-N-D-O-W. The big tree is very close to the window. Noise, N-O-I-S-E. I heard a noise in the garden. Story, S-T-O-R-Y. He tells a story about planting trees. Shall, S-H-A-L-L. We shall pick apples today. World, W-O-R-L-D. My garden is the best place in the world.
Found a loose one.
Good job.
Run. Okay, I'm gonna place you down. No, wait! Carly!
Don't write on that.
Have you ever planted a seed? What do seeds need in order to grow? Have you ever been to a garden or helped grow a garden? What do you know about growing plants? What would you like to know? In this week's story, you're going to read about a character, Toad, who plants a seed in a garden. This week, you're going to be reading The Garden by Arnold Lobel. Arnold Lobel actually wrote a story called Frog and Toad Together. And what we're going to read this week, called The Garden, is just a small part from his story Frog and Toad Together. Your essential question this week is, what grows in a garden? The story this week is a fantasy. A fantasy has things that couldn't really happen in real life. You're going to look for things like animals who talk or act like people do, or events that couldn't really happen. Our story this week has a frog and a toad that dress like people. These are things people do, not frogs and toads. So that lets me know that this is a fantasy. Your target strategy this week is to analyze. Good readers analyze or think hard about a text or a story that they read. They find clues called text evidence in the words and pictures. These clues help them understand the characters, the setting, and the events. Good readers also evaluate, or tell how they think and feel about the characters and events in a story. Good readers look for text evidence in the story to help give them good reasons for why they feel the way they do. Whisper, to speak in a soft voice. The sign language for whispered, put your hand up to one side, like this, like you're gonna speak. And then you go, whisper, whispered, whisper. Clues, bits of information to help you solve a problem or a mystery. You can sign clue by putting your hand up, like this. Like that. Kind of like you're taking some information and putting it in your mind to help solve that problem. Detectives, people who use clues to solve mysteries or problems. Sign language for detective is, kind of imagine like a little badge. Clever, smart. Poked. Moved or pushed into or through. Sneaky, to act in a way that is very secret or clever. Sneaky, you might move kind of slow and make sure you're not caught if you're being sneaky. Onyx Funk. All right, my friends, I have some clues for you. We are going to listen and figure out what sound is the same in all three of these words. Get those listening ears ready. Your first word is her. The next word is car. Here's the last word, work. Did you hear it? Let's sound them out. K, R, W, K. This one's kind of tricky. This week, you guys are learning about R-controlled vowels. The consonant letter R changes the sounds of vowels that come before it. Let's take a look at the 3 words that were in our clues. All 3 of these words have the letter R that controls the sound of the vowel that comes before it. If we were to sound out this first word just based on the sounds that we know our letters have, it would sound something like H, hair, hair. That sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? But when we go through and change it to the sound, this is what the words sound like. Her, R, car, k, work. Why are the vowels changing to these new sounds? It's because the letter R is a very bossy letter. Let's look at just how bossy the letter R is. When you see the letters ER, you're gonna get the sound. Another way to make the sound is OR. For example, word, mirror, sailor. But be careful, this one can be a little tricky. OR can also make the OR sound, like in the words corn, fork, and horse. How are you gonna know which one to use? Honestly, you just have to read the sentence and try it both ways. See which way makes sense. Use the clues in the sentence or the story that you're reading. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Another way to make the sound is UR. Here's some examples. Turn, purse, and hurt. Another way to make the sound is IR. Some examples are shirt, skirt, and birthday. Now, whenever you see AR, it makes the sound R, not Let's look at some examples. Jar, star, farm, and large. I have a little tool that I use to help you remember the sounds. Let's take a look. Repeat after me. A-R, car, R. O-R, horn, or. E-R, her, I-R, bird. U-R, burn, Great, let's do it again, but faster. A-R, car, R. O-R, horn, or. E-R, her, I-R, bird, U-R, burn, Can you do it even faster? Let's try. A-R, car, R. O-R, horn, or. E-R, her, I-R, bird, U-R, burn, That's kind of tricky, huh? If you can practice this and get it memorized, it'll help you read, and you'll know what sound to make when you get to the bossy R.